So good evening everyone. We had seen in the last class regarding the various different compounds which we had studied. If you can remember, yeah, there were totally four compounds which we had to study, right? The bleaching powder, washing soda, baking soda, and plaster of Paris. As you can remember, what were the things we had needed to study was nothing but how they were prepared, what was the chemical formula of those whatever compounds, okay, and what were the uses of those compounds. That was very important, right? So next thing what we had seen was nothing but regarding, we had seen two compounds in depth. That was nothing but bleaching powder and baking soda, right? Where they were used, what were their chemical formula, what were their ways of preparation, how they were prepared. That was told to us. Today we'll be seeing the next two compounds, that is washing soda and plaster of Paris. Okay, and we will also study one concept of water of crystallization. Okay, we'll study one concept of water of crystallization. What is that water of crystallization? We will be just be studying it. So regarding washing soda, yeah, so washing soda generally, if you can see, we had seen, I'll just quickly revise regarding bleaching powder. Bleaching powder was prepared by nothing but action of chlorine on dry slaked lime. Okay, nothing but dry slaked lime was taken and chlorine was put inside that dry slaked lime. It was heated up at a certain temperature and you got nothing but bleaching powder. This is nothing but bleaching powder. Okay, so this will be the chemical formula of bleaching powder. Chemical formula. Yeah, so this is the chemical formula of bleaching powder. So whenever it is asked what is the chemical formula of bleaching powder, you have to write this CaOCl2. Okay, so that's very important. What were the uses? Uses we had seen, it was an oxidizing agent, it was used in bleaching various different clothes, in laundries. Then it was an excellent oxidizing agent as it had oxygen in it. So oxidizing agent used to, it can give oxygen, so it was called as oxidizing agent as it had oxygen inside it. Okay, so that was very essential. Then we had seen regarding baking soda, right? The nothing but how it was prepared, what was the chemical formula of baking soda. Yeah, this was the chemical formula of baking soda. Okay, we had also seen how baking powder was prepared, if you all can remember. Okay, how baking powder, which is used in cakes and all, how it was prepared, and what are the uses of baking soda we had seen. These are the two uses of baking soda. Okay, it is used as an antacid, okay, to get rid of acidity. जेन्ना तुम्ही केन्ना कितें खायना, okay, what happens is acidity happens inside your stomach. Okay, there is more acid which is produced inside your stomach, so you tend to get irritating sensation. To get rid of that sensation, you can use baking soda, because it is what I had told you, it is basic in nature. Okay, it is generally basic in nature. That's very important. Okay. So why cakes and all turn fluffy when you use, you can say either baking powder or baking soda, is nothing but the carbon dioxide gas produced. This is the carbon, whenever you mix your baking soda or baking powder with water, there is carbon dioxide which is ready, which is sent out. Okay, so it contains carbon dioxide. If you can see NaHCO3, right? NaHCO3. So what happens is that this NaHCO3, what happens to this is it loses carbon dioxide, if you can see over here. Okay, and that carbon dioxide makes the food particles fluffy. Okay, because carbon dioxide is a very light gas. Okay, so it makes your whatever food particles or material soft. Okay, that's very important. So today we'll be seeing regarding washing soda. What is washing soda? Okay, so generally it is prepared, how it is prepared is nothing but you take baking soda. Yeah, you take baking soda, you heat that baking soda, and nothing but you get is nothing but washing soda. So washing soda is prepared how? Baking soda you take, you heat that baking soda, you get nothing but washing soda. Very easy process. of preparation. That's very important. Okay. What is the formula of baking soda? That is nothing but Na2CO3. What is the formula? Na2CO3. So what is done? Your washing soda. This formula of washing soda is nothing but this washing soda. Okay, and this is for baking soda. Yeah. So what happens whenever you heat this baking soda? Okay, what happens is this hydrogen comes out, it goes. Okay, what happens, this hydrogen whichever it is there, it goes. Okay, and what remains is nothing but sodium and carbon and oxygen. Okay, so what remains is Na2CO3. That is very, very important. If you can see over here, also over here. Okay, so what happens is only sodium, carbon and oxygen remains whenever you heat baking soda. Okay, and what you get is called as washing soda. That is very important. Okay. So I guess you have got. So what is this 10H2O? I will tell you in the next slide. Okay, what is this 10H2O? You have to remember the chemical formula. If you want to remember, the chemical formula of washing soda is nothing but Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. You have to remember it in this format. Okay, Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. Can you see over here? Sodium carbonate. It is called as sodium carbonate. Baking soda is called as sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, what is sodium? What is baking soda called? The name of baking soda in chemical terms is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Yeah. And what is the name of bleaching powder? The name of bleaching powder, it is called as calcium oxychloride. Over here it is written. Okay, the other name of bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride. That is very important. Calcium, oxy means O, and chlorine, chloride. Okay, so chlorine is called as chloride. Yeah, so that is the thing. So we'll see what are the uses of washing soda. Washing soda is generally used in glass industry. Okay, it is also used in manufacturing of sodium products. As I told you, it is used in making borax. Okay, borax is used in many of the pharmaceutical purposes, and even in many of the raw materials. Whenever you are manufacturing any raw materials, like say suppose boric acid and all those things, you can use borax for that purpose. Next thing is domestic cleansing agent. Okay, for cleaning purposes this washing soda is very well used. Okay, and also it is used to remove permanent hardness of water. Okay, so as I told you, what is permanent hardness of water is nothing but whenever water contains specific salts inside it. Okay, to remove the salts from that water, this washing soda is used in a huge amount. Okay, so washing soda is very essential to remove the salts from the water, or nothing but you can say that to get rid of hardness of water. Okay, to get rid of hardness of water. Hard water means what? It contains some specific salts. Okay, so whenever you remove those salts, hard water can be turned into soft water. Soft water doesn't contain any of the salts. In Goa, no salt, so no water contains salts. Okay, specific types of salts which will harm, or you can say which needs to be removed from the water. Okay, that is very important. So now we will see regarding water of crystallization. Okay, so what is water of crystallization? So as you have seen in the last slide, that there was some dot 10H2O which was added to the compound, that is nothing but washing soda. Washing soda 10H2O were added to washing soda formula, right? What is this that 10H2O? What is the significance of that 10H2O? I will be just telling you. Okay, that 10H2O is called as water of crystallization. If you can see over here, it is called as water of crystallization. Okay, so what is this water of crystallization? So generally, fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of salt is called as water of crystallization. Okay, so if you have seen if you have seen, you can say your sugar. Okay, sugar is in the form of crystals. Can you see? I don't know if you have seen. Just go home and just see the sugar crystals. Okay, sugar is in the form of what? Is nothing but in the form of crystals. Okay, so whenever you try to form crystals, what you are doing is that you take powder. Okay, what you do, you take powder. Okay, you take powder, and if you mix water inside the powder, it turns into crystals. Okay, crystal is nothing but small crystal type. Crystal is nothing but a type of a shape. Okay, either square or rectangular, any shape. Okay, crystals are in the form of shape. If you can see, powder is not in the form of shape, it is in the form of small particles. Okay, whereas crystal is in the form of shape, a fixed shape. It may be either in this shape or in this shape or in this shape. So crystals may be different. So how crystals are made? You take powder. Okay, whatever powder, say suppose how sugar crystals will be made. Sugar powder will be taken. Okay, sugar powder will be mixed with water. Okay, and you will get sugar crystals. Okay, if you take sugar powder, you will get sugar crystals. That's very important. So what is water of crystallization? Whenever you add water to powder, okay, you are making powder wet, and you can design crystals from that powder. Okay, you can make crystals from that powder. That's very important. Yeah, so fixed number of water molecules. So you are adding water inside the powder. Okay, so you are supplying some water inside the powder. Okay, nothing but you are providing fixed number of water molecules, okay, inside that powder. And what is happening is that you are making that powder into crystals. Okay, so whenever you make such thing, that is called as water of crystallization. So any crystal, if you see, it will contain this water of crystallization. So this washing soda is also in the form of crystals. Okay, so it is also in the form of crystals. Why? Because it has water of crystallization inside it. Okay, so what is water of crystallization? Fixed number of water molecules. There will be some water molecules which will be present inside the compound or the salt. Okay, compound or salt, there will be some water molecules which will be present. So in this compound also there are water molecules. So this compound will be in the form of crystals. Whereas if you compare it with baking soda formula was NaHCO3. There was no dot 5, 10, 15 H2O. Why? Because baking soda, if you see, it is in the powder form, if you can see. Okay, so baking soda is always in the powder form, so it doesn't have any water of crystallization. Okay, so when the compounds will have water of crystallization only when they are in the form of crystals. If they are in the form of powder कशी असली जाल्यार it won't have any water of crystallization molecules. Okay, if it is in the crystal form, okay, so at that time it will have water of crystallization inside it. Okay, or water molecules which will be present inside it. Okay, so copper sulfate has blue crystals. Okay, it forms blue crystals whenever copper powder is mixed with water. Okay, so that's very important. So what happens whenever if you heat these crystals, what happens is that water molecule which is making that crystal, so water is required to make that crystal. Okay, so whenever you heat that crystal, what happens is that water which is present inside this crystal, it will evaporate off. Okay, so what will happen, that water will evaporate off and this crystal will turn into powder again. So from powder we had made a crystal, and from crystal we can make powder again. So say suppose we had made use of powder and we had mixed it with water and we had obtained crystal. So we can reverse this reaction. We can take crystal, we can heat it, okay, and we can produce powder and water separately. You can see over here. Okay, what they have done, they have taken a crystal, okay, blue crystals of copper sulfate. They have heated it. Okay, so on heating what happens, copper sulfate, this CuSO4 and water gets separated. Okay, that's very important. Say suppose you take washing soda, say suppose, Okay, say suppose you take washing soda, and if say suppose this is washing soda, right? So if suppose you heat it, this is the formula, this is the symbol for heat. Okay, so what can you do? What will happen when you heat it? This washing soda will be separated and you will get water. So this washing soda will be in the form of powder. Okay, it won't be in the form of crystal. Over here, when it had water of crystallization molecules, it was in the form of crystal. Okay, that's very important. Okay, so what is water of crystallization? There are fixed number of water molecules, okay, inside one formula unit of compound or salt. Okay, so there are number of water molecules which forms crystal. Okay, and inside that crystal these are present in any compound. If you take one formula unit of compound, one formula unit is nothing but if you take one crystal, any one crystal, you will notice that there will be some water of crystallization which will be present. Okay, so that is very important. So now we will see our last compound of this lesson, that is plaster of Paris. This is very important and most widely used in all over the world. Okay, so what is this? We will just see. The name of this compound is plaster of Paris. We use this in many of the, there are various uses of this compound. So what is the name, other name of this compound, plaster of Paris? It is also called as calcium sulfate hemihydrate. The other name, okay, so many of you have other names. So like that also, this compound also has other name, that is nothing but calcium sulfate hemihydrate, because its formula is in that format, calcium sulfate. Okay, calcium CaSO4, calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemihydrate means what? Half water molecule. It has always half water molecule. In case of washing soda, it had 10 water molecules. Over here it has half water molecule. That's very important. Okay, so the next thing is, on heating gypsum at fixed temperature, POP is obtained. How plaster of Paris is obtained? You take a compound which is called as gypsum. Okay, what you do, you take a compound which is called as gypsum, and what you do, you heat it. What are you doing? You are heating that compound. So what happens? Gypsum has 2 water molecules. So what happens? 1.5 water molecule will leave gypsum. Okay, so what happens? Gypsum had 2 water molecules. From that, 1.5 water molecule escape, and what you got is nothing but calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Okay, so how is gypsum obtained? Same as in case of washing soda. You take gypsum. Okay, in washing soda what we had taken? We had taken baking soda and we had heated it up. Okay, so over here in plaster of Paris, we take gypsum, we heat that gypsum, and we get nothing but a compound which is called as plaster of Paris. In that case we had got washing soda. In this case we are getting plaster of Paris. Okay, so what are the uses of this plaster of Paris? So chemical formula, I hope you have got chemical formula of this compound. Okay, what is the chemical formula? This will be the chemical formula of plaster of Paris. Okay, if you are asked chemical formula of plaster of Paris, you have to write it in this format. Okay, so what are the uses of this? I don't know if you know, whenever any of your bones get fractured, here this POP is used to repair or you fix your fractured bones. Okay, very important. So whenever you mix POP with water, okay, if you mix POP and water again, okay, what you do, say suppose you take POP and you mix it with water, what you will get is nothing but you will get that gypsum again, which is very hard. This gypsum is very hard. Okay, so whenever you do this reaction, yeah, again if you take POP and you put water in that, you will get gypsum, okay, which is very hard. Yeah, so that is very important, and it sets the solid mass, that solid thing which is formed when you put plaster. Okay, that is nothing but gypsum. What you do, you take POP, you put water, you apply it wherever you want at your fractured part. Okay, so that whenever you say suppose after some time it gets very hard in nature. Okay, so it is also used in toys, decoration material. Okay, toys and decoration material, it is used in various toys and decoration material. It is also used to make rough surfaces smooth. Okay, so in many cases wherever there are interior designing which is required, false ceiling, or say suppose there are various interior designers who use this POP for decoration purposes and also to make surfaces smooth. Okay, so wherever there is rough surface you can make it smooth by applying the POP. If you have seen, I don't know if you have seen or not, that plaster which is put up in on your hand or anywhere. Okay, so that is very soft to touch. Okay, it is very smooth to touch, not soft, it is smooth to touch. Okay, so plaster of Paris makes a very smooth surface for anything. If you apply it to anything, it makes a very smooth surface. Okay, this was regarding the four compounds. Okay, that is nothing but bleaching powder, washing soda, baking soda, and plaster of Paris. What are the things you need to remember? Preparation, chemical formula, and uses. That is very important. Okay, so this completes your chapter, that is nothing but acid, bases, and salts. These were the various types of salts which were formed, okay, when chloralkali process was done. Okay, so these were the four types of salts. And water of crystallization, that is very important now. What is water of crystallization? Fixed number of water molecules present in any compound is called as water of crystallization. That's very important. Water molecules are present inside crystals, okay, which makes the formation of crystals. Okay, so that is very important for all of you all. So this completes your chapter. We'll start with the new chapter in the next class. Any doubts, any queries, if you have, you can reach out to me and tell me the doubts. Okay, thank you everyone, take care.